Johannes Vermeer, the Geographer. Have you ever wondered what curiosity looks like? Not knowledge, not intelligence, but the very moment when a human being begins to understand something new. Johannes Vermeer's The Geographer is one of the rare paintings that attempts to capture exactly that moment. Not a battle, not a king, not a miracle, just a man thinking, and somehow that became one of the greatest masterpieces in the history of art. At first glance, the painting appears remarkably simple. A geographer stands beside his desk, maps cover the walls, and a globe rests nearby upon the man. Mathematical instruments lie scattered across the table. Morning light enters softly through the window. Nothing dramatic happens, and yet everything is happening. The man is not working, he has paused. One hand rests on the table, his body leans forward, his eyes look beyond the room as if an idea has just appeared before it has found words. This posture is not accidental. Vermeer carefully designed every movement. The geographer is suspended between observation and discovery, between what he already knows and what he is about to understand. That tension is the true subject of the painting. Now notice the light from the window. Vermeer has often been called the painter of light. But I believe he was something more. He was the painter of attention. For Vermeer, light never simply illuminated objects, it revealed understanding. The window does not merely brighten the room, it symbolizes the arrival of knowledge itself. The world enters through the light and the mind begins to awaken. Look at the table, please. It's not perfectly arranged. Maps overlap one another. The magnificent Anatolian carpet hangs naturally over its edge. Papers remain open. Nothing feels staged because discovery is rarely tidy. Ideas emerge through exploration, not perfection. The globe, the compass, the charts, these are more than scientific tools. It In the 17th century, a geographer was rarely only a geographer. He understood astronomy, navigation, mathematics, trade, politics, even philosophy. Knowledge had not yet been divided into separated disciplines. To understand the world was to study everything. Perhaps that is why this painting feels so contemporary. Today, our phones know every road, our satellites map every coastline, Google Maps can guide us across continents within seconds, but technology can answer only the questions we already know how to ask. Curiosity still belongs to us, and that is exactly what Vermeer painted, not geography, curiosity itself. Many people ask, why would a museum treasure such a quiet painting? Because museums do not collect only beautiful objects, they collect turning points in human thought. The geographer reminds us that civilization advances not only through invention but through careful observation. A collector may see one of the rarest works by Vermeer, who left behind only about 35 known paintings. A curator may recognize one of the finest achievements of the Dutch Golden Age. A business leader may see something very different. The importance of pausing before making a decision, the discipline of observation before action, the courage to think before moving. And perhaps that is Vermeer's greatest lesson. In a world obsessed with speed, he reminds us that clarity cannot be rushed. Every great discovery begins with something willing to stop, to observe, and truly see. Maybe the painting was never about a geographer. Maybe it has always been about us, because before every map, before every invention, before every civilization, there is a quiet room, a window filled with light, and one curious mind asking a better question.